Greetings, everybody. Sean here, and apparently, Rian Johnson Star Wars Trilogy has been canceled, and I want to talk about that a little bit. So let's get this started. Now, first and foremost, I enjoyed The Last Jedi. Was it a perfect movie? No, it wasn't, but I enjoyed it. But I still think it's a fair decision by Disney to cancel Rian Johnson's Star Wars Trilogy. Why is that? Well, simply because of all the negative reactions regarding that movie, regarding Lucasfilms, and regarding Star Wars right now. Now, you can sit there and say that all the negative reactions are just coming from a bunch of man babies, a bunch of haters, a bunch of trolls, whatever the case may be. And you know what? That's irrelevant to the point, because the fact of the matter is the negativity is there, and the negativity doesn't seem to be going away. And what the movie needs, what the franchise needs, is positivity. You know, something needs to happen to put hope back into the fan base, to get them to the point to where they have faith in this franchise and faith in the people who are in charge of this franchise. And Rian Johnson being removed is a good step towards that. Now, here's the thing. Rian Johnson's trilogy may have turned out to have been great. It may have turned out to have been an excellent movie where everybody said, you know what, he screwed up The Last Jedi, but he really made it up with this trilogy. But the problem is, how many years away would we be from that trilogy? How many years would we still be having this negative atmosphere surrounding Star Wars before we got to that trilogy, before we could actually see the trilogy, and before we could see, hey, this isn't that bad? If it was, in fact, a movie that these people who dislike The Last Jedi and disapprove of Rian Johnson would have liked anyway. There's no guarantee that they would have liked the things that he did in that trilogy. But we need to start now. Star Wars isn't going to be, we're not getting Star Wars movies for quite some time now. There's a 3-year break after Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker, and then there's a 3-year break. So hopefully what can happen is Rise of Skywalker, and I'm not considering say hope Rise of Skywalker is going to restore everybody's faith to where they're going to pledge their blind loyalty to Disney Lucasfilm again, but hopefully it provides them with a little bit of hope to where they can go, okay, this is a step in the right direction, so now we gotta monitor, wait, and see what happens. And hopefully over the next 3 years, in between the Star Wars, before the movie comes out, the next movie, trilogy comes out, hopefully things can be done to where they start to build up fans' faith a little bit more and their trust a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more until the movies come out. And then when that next trilogy comes out, hopefully it's good enough to get the fans back on and say, okay, we're back on board now. We're back on board. We're standing by the life rafts and the life preservers, but we're still back on board, because that's what they need. Star Wars needs to have that positive vibe and energy around it, and gain that positive momentum. And I don't think that they could have done that by keeping on Rian Johnson. Now, again, I don't hate Rian Johnson. I have nothing against Rian Johnson, but just for the sake of the franchise, I feel that this was the right call by Disney, if in fact it's true. But anyway, that's just my opinion on it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.